What can I say about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild that hasn't already been said? It's a masterpiece that is very deserving of the praise that has been bestowed upon it. Breath of the Wild takes the modern open world conceit and layers on top a beautiful world and an amazing Zelda game. This is Jacob with Dad's the Game, and welcome to Breath of the Wild. I'm by no means a hardcore Nintendo fan, and truth be told, this is only the fourth Zelda game I've ever played, and only the third that I've played to completion. I played the entirety of this game on the Nintendo Switch, and switched between TV mode, handheld mode, and tabletop mode during the course of play on a number of occasions. A large chunk of this game was actually played on an 18-hour train ride heading to Washington, D.C. I also used both the Joy-Con grip and the Pro Controller during my 60 or so hours with the game. Needless to say, I played in just about every configuration imaginable. The first thing that you'll notice is just how vast Breath of the Wild is. It has absolutely one of the largest maps ever created for an open world game. I've played for just over 60 hours, and I still have at least 60 more hours of side quests, shrines, and other hidden quests and treasures to find and to complete. If this was the only game that you planned on purchasing this year, you chose wisely. There just continues to be new cool things to find every time I boot up the game. One of the coolest things about Breath of the Wild is how it just starts and throws you into the world. No explanation, and no hand-holding. Breath of the Wild really expects a lot out of the player. It seemed as if Nintendo was trying to buck the trend of games that are overly hand-holdy and really present something that feels like an adventure. At times, Breath of the Wild feels like a survival game. The world is harsh and will kill you at the drop of a hat if you don't prepare, and really think about your next move. Nintendo really diverged from the normal Zelda tapestry with Breath of the Wild. The entire map is open to you at the very beginning of the game, and if you were so inclined, you could go straight to fight Ganon at the very start of the game. I really don't recommend doing that, as it will lead to your inevitable death. Another big change to the Zelda formula is the way that dungeons are presented in the game. There are really only 4 main dungeons here. Nintendo makes up for this by adding what they call shrines, or kind of mini dungeons scattered throughout and hidden all over Hyrule. As with the rest of the game, these can be tackled in any order. The only obstacle set in your path is staying alive. I had more fun playing Breath of the Wild than with any game in a long time. It changed the open world game formula so much that even games such as Horizon Zero Dawn have trouble keeping up and competing with Breath of the Wild. If you don't have a Wii U collecting dust in a closet, I 100% endorse purchasing a Switch just for this game. Now, that's not to say that there aren't some problems here, but these problems are so minor and the rest of the game is so good that they just kind of fade away. Sometimes playing TV mode causes the occasional frame rate dip, and the degrading weapon system really isn't the most fun thing in the world. But overall, Nintendo has done it. They launched a very cool system in the Switch, and they managed to have one of the best launch games in the history of video games to accompany it. Breath of the Wild is by no means perfect, but it is absolutely one of the best games of 2017, and it's probably one of the best games of many years to come. Do yourself a favor and play it.